Hi, everybody. I am not from the regular Brackenberries team. My name is Alex Moxie. What I am here to present today is the brand new Flesh and Blood set, Compendium of Rathe. This is a entry-level set that is meant for beginners and long-timers of the game to come together and collab about the greatest features the game has presented over its 7-year history now. I am paired with Brackenberries to help open this box, tell you kind of what's going on within it, and what this new set in 2026 is supposed to bring to the table and bring to players and new players alike. And with that, this is the set, Compendium of Rathe. This is, again, the brand new set from Flesh and Blood. It was released out in London. That's where its world premiere of this set was. Everybody's been very excited for a product just like this to come out. The essential premise behind this new set is to allow players beginning the game are able to access older Majestics and older power cards that are kind of gate-kept behind older sets, between Legendaries, Fableds, and Majestics. This brand new product allows players, new players and old players, to get access to new cards and some staple old ones. Now again, this is a set that's meant for everybody. This is not a mainline set in the game's history. This is something called a supplemental set. Now, I don't play Magic, I don't play all these other games. This is the only one that I do play. A supplemental set only brings in expansion slot cards and expansions to classes that already exist within the game. There are no new heroes in this set. But something this set is introducing is opening up a new format. Flesh and Blood has always had its classic constructed format, which is its adult heroes being played against other adult heroes. They had Blitz, which was a younger hero format, but all cards were legal. They are now introducing something called Sage, which is just rares and Majestics. Basically, your commons and uncommons are the only cards that are allowed in the game, or in this new format. Compendium of Rathe is supposed to upgrade all of the younger heroes to be viable and be able to be played. There was recently the calling at London, and almost every hero was represented, which is a massive difference from what you regularly see in Classic Constructed or something like Blitz. Compendium of Rathe comes with a box topper. This is called the Antiquity Pack. This pack right here is a 1 pack per box. Comes with 3 cards, and this could contain some of the super chase cards that are from the past. We're going to leave that, I guess, until the end. Being a supplemental set, these packs only have 9 cards per booster pack. They are paper packs. They will come apart pretty easily, and we'll just get them out. Now that we have all the packs out, we're going to get started here. Again, these are 9 card packs. I've never opened these before, and neither have a lot of people just yet. So you and I are going to be witnessing quite a few new cards to come to the game. Again, this set has quite a bit of everything. You're going to see lots of different cards. There's warrior cards, illusionist cards, wizard cards, draconic, shadow actions. There's going to be lots of different kinds. So you're going to see your commons at the front. You're going to get a rainbow foil, and from what I understand, these packs contain 3 rares. There should be 1 here, another one in the middle, and another one at the back. But there is a chance for those slots to be upgraded. So you got a rare. Ooh, we got a cold foil already. Cold foil Silken Symphony, which is just a rare. Usually you get 1 of these special cold foils per box. With Pen, as they're calling Compendium of Rathe, you're going to be guaranteed 3 cold foils per box. That is a big upgrade from what they had in the past. Excessive blood loss. There's going to be lots of great cards for a lot of new classes. We're going to see lots of upgrades coming soon. Here's our first Majestic. The rarities are told down at the bottom. Blue is rare. Orange is Majestic. We got Bone Puppetry. This is a new card. Of course it's a new card. The whole set is new. I think we're expecting probably between 6 to 8 different Majestics in the box here. Now, what this new set is really trying to appease to is the newer player base. This set is going to help build on the new format I was talking about, Sage. And with Sage comes a very budget-friendly format. And I think that's something that the game kind of needed. Flesh and Blood's one biggest criticism is that it's very expensive. I think its biggest criticism is its skill ceiling. It's a very, very, very tough game. And there's lots of different heroes, and there's been lots of different cards that have been printed, and you kind of have to know a lot of the catalog for what you're up against in the field. Smoldering Steel. Ooh, we got another Majestic already. Tempest Dancers. Looks like we're getting a lot of armor in this one. Heroes come equipped with armor starting on the battlefield. Kind of whittle each other down as the game kind of goes on. But this new set and the new type of play, Sage play, it's meant for new players and older players because everybody can join at an affordable cost. You're not allowed to play these special Majestic cards that you pull out of the box. You can only play the rares and the commons. It levels the playing field in such a big way that a lot more of these heroes are very viable. They get a lot of more ground. They get more Glue Trap. Ooh, there's our second cold foil. Looks like we're getting kind of a set here. Silken Slippers now. Second out of the box. Another thing about this set, people are wondering, what are the chase cards? Well, your chase cards are kind of the old established cards. You're looking at Shelter from the Storms. You're looking at, ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah, you're looking for Shelter from the Storms. Oh, I got two of the same card, one in rainbow foil though. These old classic Majestics that are generic that a lot of players enjoy and get to play. But since the old sets have kind of dried up with those cards that were in them, it's gotten a little bit excessive how expensive some of those cards can be. Another thing we're kind of looking for in this set is, again, you get to play as these young heroes. Well, they've printed a lot of the young hero variants in Marvel treatments. Something that they never really got back in their time. And Legend Story Studios did a really good job at really giving them a bit of a facelift. We got another Majestic. We got Elemental Strike. This is one I'm going to be looking for. Elemental Strike works in lots of different heroes as it is just an elemental card. And it's very versatile in the way that it can be played. It says as an additional cost to play this, banish a card from your hand. If it's an Earth, this gets +2. If it's Lightning, it gets Go Again. If it's Ice, it gets Dominate. So it has a lot of flexibility in a lot of the elemental heroes, which is a lot of what I play. It can go in Ice, it can go in Lightning, and it can go in the Earth decks. So, very good hit there. Again, you get one rainbow foil per pack. Kind of fourth last card from the back. We got another Majestic already. We're looking at Glutton. This is a warrior card. It says when this defends a weapon attack, the defending hero discards a card. Now, having effects of your opponent discard cards in this game are very, very powerful. Usually you keep hands when you've defended a lot, with the idea that you are going to have a game plan on your turn. Having it even disrupted on an opponent's turn can be backbreaking and even debilitating. So we just kind of got 3 rares. We're going to move on. So far, some good Majestics. Looking pretty good. Not quite halfway through. So this was a card I was very excited for. Runic Fellsong. As you saw by the playmat, I used to play a hero called Florian. And he has recently rotated out of the game. And they just printed a couple new cards for him to gain some life. And just before the set came out, he ended up rotating out of the game. This was one of the cold foils we got. It is just a rare. You can get non-special treatment versions. That's okay. Yeah, sets don't usually come around too often that get people very, very excited about the game. The last couple sets have kind of thrown some people off. But, ooh, there's our 3rd cold foil. Got Shattering Grasp. This is an ice equipment. Another nice one. Neat. But I think Compendium of Rathe is really going to bring a lot of people together. I think Compendium of Rathe is going to be good for the game. Because a lot of people aren't interested in these... Rainbow Foil Majestic Ghost Protocol Architect. Oh, that's a good card to find. Oh, it's a double Majestic pack. We got a 2nd one in here. What do we get? Lunar Mirage. Okay. 2 Majestics in a pack. We're going pretty good. We'll visit back on all the cards that we get at the end, including our special pack over here. But I think reprinting these special edition cards, or these old Majestics, I think it's a very good thing for the game. The price of the game needs to come down a little for new people to enter. That's where I think Sage is going to do a really good job at making its entry point around $20. $20 can get you a fairly competitive deck where you can play against many other heroes and even be viable into the field. See the Strength, Helm of Might and Magic. Again, like I said, this set supplements a lot of other heroes and existing classes already. Where a lot of sets come out, they're only advertising either a brand new hero, a brand new type of class, or really vamping up an old existing class. We got another Majestic. This box seems to be doing quite well. We got By the Book. This is another card that kind of disrupts on your opponent's turn. It says if you have less life than each other hero, you may play this as if it were an instant. Heroes cannot draw cards during their action phase. Where I said making your opponent discard cards on their action is very strong. Making them unable to draw cards is almost just as strong. So got lots of good stuff I'm seeing so far in the commons, and even some of the rare slots here. Sowing Thorns. This is a new Earth card for a hero that's still around. Pretty excited to play with those as well. I don't know if any of you guys watch any of the Flesh and Blood videos or are interested in Flesh and Blood, but if you are, you should comment below. You should contact Brackenberries. Hopefully they can help facilitate some more information on the game, get you started, and it's a really good and fun game. We got another Majestic here. We got Gentle Breeze. This is one where I don't quite understand all the answers to what this card is supposed to be doing. But yeah, support your local stores. Brackenberries has a great little store. It is just a little store, but it's a fantastic one with fantastic staff. These guys are always doing their best, always reaching out to their loyal customers, and always returning with a smile. I appreciate all the guys there, and of course, support your local business. Not everything you have to buy has to be online. Ooh, this is one of the cards that my hero who just rotated came from. Rest in peace, Florian. It is just a rare card. Nothing too crazy. Only a few packs left. I'm not too sure what we could quite find from here, but you know, sometimes the box has a little bit more magic in it. We found another Majestic. Temporal Wobble. This is a card I've heard a lot about. And I think this is going to be probably the one of the most powerful cards from the set. It is a wizard instant. Costs 0 to play. It says negate target non-attack action card with cost less than the number of aura permanents you control with sigil in their name. Its controller gains 1 action point. The power behind this card is that non-attack action cards in this game are fantastic starters. Being able to negate an opponent's big power turn, I think, can really change the tide of how your game kind of plays out. I really like this set. This set kind of envelops everything that Flesh and Blood is. Flesh and Blood kind of was going away with this dance of playing a back and forth turn game. And very much going towards a, my turn is play all the cards, your turn is play all the cards. Walk in my shoes. And I like the idea that this game is bringing a lot of balance to a lot of heroes. It's giving them a lot of support. It's giving them a lot of new tools. And it's really going to show us what the new metagame is going to look like with some of these new cards. So let's see what we got in the box. Temporal Wobble, Gentle Breeze, By the Book, Lunar Mirage, Ghost Protocol Architect, which was our Rainbow Foil Majestic, Glutton, Elemental Strike, Tempest Dancer, Bone Puppetry. Now, some criticisms I've heard about this is it's kind of stuck on. And this could have some of the best cards the game has ever seen. Oh, that wasn't that bad. I don't get why people are complaining so much. That is a lot of glue to keep this on. Yeah, I guess if you just give it like a twist, kind of pull, it came apart pretty easy. Now this is where a lot of the magic can happen. The game has been very cemented on these fables, legendaries, old namesakes of the game. And within this one pack per box, you can truly get something special. But in the front, you are always going to get a common. The next one is either a legendary or, oh, is that a cold foil of some kind? Generic attack, tenacity in cold foil. Well, everybody, that's kind of what we got. It's a decent start to the set. The set is very big. You're not expected to hit all of the big special cards right at the start. You're not going to get it in every box. But I'm happy with this. A lot of these commons and uncommons are going to get used for the game of Sage, like I was talking about. The lower power format. And I think that's its biggest intention, is to do that. Thanks for watching the video. This was a lot of fun, and yeah. Support the local store. Hit up Brackenberries when you can.